I want to know if you are in contact with the Brazilian President Bolsonaro after a member of his delegation who was with you Saturday was tested positive. And also, I want to ask another question, if you let me. Senators Lindsey Graham and also Senator Rick Scott are self-isolating. Are you planning to take any kind of precautionary measure to protect you and also your staff who was there with him?
We have no symptoms whatsoever. And we had a great meeting with the president of Brazil, Bolsonaro, great guy, very tremendous. He's doing a fantastic job for Brazil. And as you know, he tested negative, meaning nothing wrong this morning, and we got that word too. Because we did have dinner with him. We were sitting next to each other for a long period of time.
But are you in contact with him over the coronavirus crisis?
We're talking about it country to country, but we did discuss if he had a problem. It was reported that he may have it, and he doesn't, fortunately.
So much, Mr. President. Dr. Fauci said earlier this week that the lag in testing was, in fact, a failing. Do you take responsibility for that? And when can you guarantee that every single American who needs a test will be able to have a test? What's the date of that?
Yeah, no, I don't take responsibility at all, because we were given a set of circumstances, and we were given rules, regulations, and specifications from a different time. Wasn't meant for this kind of an event with the kind of numbers that we're talking about. And what we've done is redesigned it very quickly with the help of the people behind me. And we're now in very, very strong shape. I think we'll be announcing, as I said, Sunday night. And this will start very quickly. And we'll have the ability to do in the millions over a very, very quick period of time. So no, and what we have done, and we are going to be leaving a very indelible print for the future in case something like this happens again. But it was and that's not the fault of anybody. And frankly, the old system worked very well for smaller numbers, much smaller numbers, but not for these kind of numbers. Tony, maybe you'd like.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm a correspondent with Hong Kong Phoenix TV. You have mentioned that the number in China has been decreasing, and China has made tremendous progress in the past weeks.
True.
I'm wondering, how much confidence does this give you to control the virus in the United States? And do you see the data China has been sharing with the United States has been helpful?
I think it has been helpful. We've been working very much with China. I've spoken, as you know, with President Xi. They went through hell, and their numbers are starting to look very good. They're really looking very good. We're very happy about that. We are sharing data, yes. In fact, we're sharing quite a bit of data, including the fact that some of our pharmaceutical companies are working over there right now with large groups of people. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yamiche Alcindor from PBS
Yes.
NewsHour. My first question is, you said that you don't take responsibility, but you did disband the White House Pandemic Office, and the officials that were working in that office left this administration abruptly. So what responsibility do you take to that? And the officials that worked in that office said that the White House lost valuable time because that office wasn't disbanded. What do you make of that?
Well, I just think it's a nasty question, because what we've done is, and Tony has said numerous times that we've saved thousands of lives because of the quick closing. And when you say me, I didn't do it. We have a group of people. I could ask perhaps my administration, but I could perhaps ask Tony about that, because I don't know anything about it. I mean, you say we did that. I don't know anything about it.
You don't know about the reorganization that happened at the National Security
It's the administration.
Council.
Perhaps they do that. You know, people let people go. You used to be with a different newspaper than you are now. You know, things like that happen.
But this was
Please go ahead. We're doing a great job. Let me tell you, these professionals behind me and these great, incredible doctors and business people, the best in the world, and I can say that, whether it's retailers or labs or anything you want to say, these are the best in the world. We're doing a great job. We have 40 people right now, 40. Compare that with other countries that have many, many times that amount. And one of the reasons we have 40 and others have, and again, that number's going up, just so you understand. And a number of cases, which are very small, relatively speaking, it's going up. But we've done a great job because we acted quickly, we acted early. And there's nothing we could have done that was better than closing our borders to highly infected areas. Please go ahead.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Who's that person that stood? That was so great. Who's the person that did that? Put up your hand. Put up your hand. I want to, come on, bring that person up here. I love that. Come on up here. Come here. Come here. So amazing. Oh, that's class. Isn't that terrible? See, that's what we're all fighting for, that. Isn't that terrible? And you know what? The press will put that out. Look, see, the cameras now are moving because that's the only way they ever see the crowd.
Donald Trump, in his speech last night, he revealed he's got a bombshell coming next week on Hillary's dealings with her foundation. Roll that tape, please.
Hillary Clinton turned the State Department into a private hedge fund. The Russians, the Saudis, the Chinese all gave money to Bill and Hillary and got favorable treatment in return. It's a sad day in America when foreign governments with deep pockets have more influence in our own country than our great citizens.
All right, Judge, that's a straightforward statement of conflict of interest involving the Clinton Foundation, and you say what?
Most people have probably forgotten that there are 2 criminal FBI investigations of Mrs. Clinton. The secret server in her house, the email scandal, which we talk about all the time because it involves the failure to protect, the alleged failure to protect national security secrets, and the one Donald Trump mentioned, which is actually a team of FBI agents looking at allegations of public corruption. If I may amplify what Donald Trump said, and I would refine it slightly. I wouldn't call it a hedge fund, I'd call it a slush fund, which obviously is worse. The allegations are that she exercised the sovereign power of the Secretary of State given to her under the statutes so as to benefit her and her husband's pocketbook by doing favors for foreign governments and foreign countries and then receiving from those persons and countries substantial, I'm talking about hundreds of millions of dollars in contributions to the Clinton Foundation / slush